Hello everybody, this is Serta and we're back in Forever Skies. I'm starting a full playthrough in the testing branch of the game, just so that I can show you where all the machines are, all those important machines that you need to be able to progress in the game. The very first one you're going to find is very close to where our airship is, and that is the fabricator. So we're going to take that, and this is already built. You don't have to research it, you don't have to do anything else with it. It's built, and in here you build things like the deck extractor, which we're going to build. The second thing you're going to need that deck extractor for, and we'll need to remove this plate. Here it is, the research station. So we can grab that and we can go and place it in our ship. Another machine that you don't actually have to research, obviously, the research machine. Right, that's going to need a battery, which we don't have, because the batteries for it are right where you found them, where you found the machine. Okay, drop a battery in, and this is where you can research the things that you find. So we are going to roam around the map in one video and find as many of the machines, including the new machines that are coming out in the update, or that have already come out in the update, depending on when you're watching this video. Okay, once you've left your home base, your first stop, the very first tower that you're going to get to, it's directly in front of you, is a Scannable. Now you can see the Scannables because they're kind of red. Oh, there you have it. This is your turbine, which will allow you to build turbines for your ship, and you can then go higher. Now at this stage we don't have a radar. We will get to that, but normally you would then just follow the question mark locations on your radar. Okay, these radio tower locations, like the very first one that we arrived at, has plastic bag piles, and within them there are plastic scraps. And you want to collect those because you're going to need them, because if you want to make your first storage box, you're going to need plastic to research. What you're also going to be looking for are data cards, and if you take a data card, it's going to give you a blueprint, and this one is a viewing corner. They are random, so you get what you get wherever you are. Right, the next location that you need to get to is going to be the wind farm, and if you have a look over there, we have what looks like an airship that's wrecked. That is what is going to be interesting here. But also at these locations you can find copper. Not only copper, we'll get to the rest, but there is copper that you can now draw. Right, so we head up the ramp to
Analysis completed.
the wrecked airship.
New objects requiring scanning.
And this gives us our location radar,
Hydration
which
level is decreasing.
is very good for the rest of the game, really. Okay, like I said, copper isn't the only thing you can find here. You can also find helium, and there will be a few more around. I'll pick them all up. And the last thing that you're going to find here are circuit boards, which actually unlocks the extractor, which you can't get for quite a while because you need crystal, which is not available for quite a while. But now that you have access to copper, you can build the airship builder so that you can expand your airship and make it really cool. Okay, we found helium, and the helium is going to be important for extending your balloon and adding more balloons. And now we can also, once we've researched it, we can build the radar. Now with the location radar, you can start seeing ahead and look for question marks, exclamation marks, and you're able to then fly around. Those question marks will most likely give you scannable items that you can use, machines in your workshop, and other important items. Right, so we're arriving at our first question mark location. We're going to land and we'll see what we can find. This may not have a scannable item, but it's a new location and something that we haven't seen before. So we've scanned this biomass, and that has allowed us to get a recipe for a knife, which we will need to get in through that biomass. In order to research the knife, we need polymer, and we haven't found that yet, so we'll be moving on. Okay, so now we're reaching our first location with 3 lights, and this is a greenhouse. Greenhouse means lots of glass, but there's also a wreckage on this platform. Okay, next to this wreckage is something to scan.
Completed. Detected new objects requiring
And we've got an upgrade station. Now, bear in mind, this altitude is 273. I think that platform was a little lower, but as far as I know, you need 3 turbines to get up to the site. Okay, so in this area, you will find epoxy, you will find polymers, and you will find plant oil. Once you've taken your first plant oil, it unlocks the large bottles, so that's pretty nice. Okay, we're approaching another question mark, and strangely, this is one that a lot of people miss. I did see a lot of questions online on where to find this. Okay, so when you land on this platform, you'll see a completely separate platform with another wreck on it, and your scanner has a good range, so you can scan it, and you get the ship workstation. This is a good spot. That ship workstation is very important. And then once again, we can run around, we can collect all the copper, we can collect all the helium, circuit boards, and other bits and pieces. Okay, this time we're heading to another question mark, and this one
unknown location reached.
is a little bit different. It's a wind farm, but it seems to have something built underneath the platform. So we'll grab our scanner off the charger, and we'll head down. Now, this one can be a little tricky if you don't have your extractor yet. You could go all the way down to the bottom, but there's no way to really get into the building from there. So, yeah, it's very difficult if you don't have your hand extractor and you haven't extracted from your ship what you need to. But inside there, and if I pull out my scanner, we have a freezer. That's very handy indeed. There is also another way in, because I did extract, and well, you can fall, I think you can fall through the floor to get there. Alright, so if you walk around this whole way, you can jump over there and you're on the other side now. And it's just a matter of going down the ladder. The beams, around the corner, and there is the freezer. This is the next location we're going to. It is a small settlement at a communication tower. And there is a scannable item, because it was a question mark. In the meantime, I have stopped at quite a few towers. Haven't made the underdust yet. Intentionally. I want to collect as much as I can
Uncharted area. The
and upgrade my ship.
analysis started.
So I've got everything. Pretty much everything built that we've unlocked so far.
Analysis completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
So we're going to run through this area and see what we can find. Okay, so we'll head over the bridge. And we're going to go into the building. There is not a lot in these buildings. Oh, maybe more than I remember. Okay, so you come through here and you are blocked by this. There is no other easy way around. You kind of need to get through here. So you don't have the extractor unless you've already been to the underdust and you want to get into this area, but you do have an extractor on your ship. So what you need to do, get that window showing, head out to your extractor, take the window out, and you can take that wall out as well. And then it's pretty simple. You just land and you can walk through. Right, so we head down the ramp again, down the passage. That is gone now, and just around the corner is a scannable item. And this is your pet's bed. A comfortable pet bed. Superb. So that means we can move on to the next area. Okay, our adventure continues. Off to the north is another question mark. That's over here on the side. But I think I'm going to go and get the underdust sorted out because there are a few things in there that we need. I was kind of hoping to get a little bit more done before we hit the underdust, but that's 100% okay. It's not a big deal. We'll just turn around and go back for the question mark after that. Yeah, there's a few things in the underdust that are very, very important for getting your base organized, especially as it pertains to storage. Okay.
Analysis completed. No unidentified objects were detected.
Thank you, Janet. That's my AI's name, by the way. It's Janet. Just because she talks so much, and from time to time I can just say, "Damn it, Janet." If anyone gets that reference, let me know in the comments. Anyway, so we picked up the battery. We're going to drop through the floor and we're going to go and deliver it. And then we can read the message, which is not important for this video. Well, while we're here, I didn't charge my shipbuilder tool, but I don't really need it. Organic printer, old boxes. Now these are not the large storage boxes, so yeah, we'll get to those, but these aren't them. These are just things that you can scan, and yeah, it's just an old storage box. Okay, a couple of things we can get here from the get-go, and I'm going to come back and pick everything else up, but I just want to get out over here. Oh my, look at that. It's earlier than I expected. This is the new filtering deck extractor, which is kind of useless at this point because we haven't found the deck extractor which is needed for that one's construction. Anyway, I'm not focusing on where I am. Okay, this layout is very different to the layout that I had in my playthrough, which is interesting because we need to get up, and well, I just have to find how to get up. Okay, so I've come out of this door. I believe this is the way up. And with the oxygen I have, it's a bit of a tight call, but I think there is a saving grace in here. Yes, there is. Okay, so this is what we want to scan. This will give you an extra 50 oxygen, but also these fruits will give you some more.
Warning, oxygen level is low.
So if I just munch on that, my oxygen is pretty much sorted for a little while, and I can carry on picking stuff up. But yeah, that's what we're in this room for, and there is a crystal battery. And we don't really need this because we're not going to really be coming back to this area again. But the next thing we're looking for... Okay, Janet. The next thing we're looking for is this dude, and he's the scientist that wants to get rid of some heavy walls. Now, we can't get rid of those yet because we don't have an extractor. However, I've been collecting a couple of things, and I think we have enough to go topside, build an extractor, and then we can head up this ladder and go and get the stuff we need. Yeah, I've researched the extractor. I am going to build it. I'm busy researching crystal batteries, but I did bring one up from the bottom. As you can see, I did get quite a lot of stuff. So we have an extractor, which is absolutely brilliant. Now we can go wherever we want and pick up pretty much whatever we want. What I may do is take an extra crystal battery with me, just in case, because you never know. Go back to the research station. There is the medium oxygen tank that you can now research, and you need a green colander for that. I think you also need one to build it, so you need to find 2 of those. Now, my playthrough, I battled to find them on my first run through, and maybe I just wasn't looking properly. But, oh, I should probably have food. So, off we go with our extractor. Okay, so before I head upstairs, there is one place that I'd like to visit. And I'm not familiar with this layout, so I might have to just have a quick look, but it's just off one of the areas that goes into a tunnel. Not this one, it's the other one. Mind you, the layout's not very different. Okay, we need to get in here, but now it's not going to help us yet. Just showing you where it is, because there's a big plant blocking the way, and just around that corner is a scannable. Okay, time to head up the big ladder. There's a little bit to explore here, not a huge amount, but we'll get there. This is what we needed the extractor for, and we can clear that pathway. Okay, so let's hazard our way across. Lab underdust facility. Alright, we are going to grab that crystal battery. And we're just going to follow this pathway up to the top. We don't need that oxygen thing, so we can just hop over here.
Warning, oxygen level is low. Hydration level is decreasing.
Then we duck under here, and there's an oxygen supply right there. Okay, oxygen sorted. So, there's this thing over here that we can now scan. That gives us new life forms, and this is our virus sample analyzer, and that's where to get it. Right, I'm back down, and I'm armed with a hypothermia booster. Okay, so we're going to tackle firstly this area, because this is pretty important. So I'll take my hypothermia booster. Boom, I'm invisible. And now I can come in here. There's a few things to collect, but the most important is this. And this is the storage box, which has a fair bit of storage in it. And this also allows me to enter the tunnels. In the tunnels, you'll find these little plants, and they give you bottle resin, so you can collect all of those. And then these are what I was looking for. Green colander. I'm going to grab 2 of those. I think I got the second one, yeah. I'll just grab a third one just in case. Alright. So that'll help me have more oxygen the next time I come into an area like this. Okay, so if you haven't played this game through and you want to get you still want to be surprised, I am not going to walk through this door on camera, but I will pick up what's on the other side. And this is what we're here for. Hello, buddy. Right, get in my pocket. Okay, so I think we've retrieved pretty much everything we can from the underdust. It's time to head back to the surface and go and look for some question marks. Okay, we're approaching the question mark tower, and it's a communication tower, and I see there is a broken down airship, or wrecked airship. So we're going to have to go down and see what they have to offer. Alright, so what do we have here? This is a wall shelf. So it's a hanging shelf. Sweet, we've got that. Now that's quite nice. It has a fair bit of storage. Not fantastic, but better than the small boxes. Right, we are arriving at another question mark, and it's another wind farm. Looks like it's been built on top of a building. So this is going to be interesting. Right, I am going to start off.
Completed. Detected new objects requiring scanning.
Oh, there's something to scan. Okay, I'm going to start off with getting all the regular stuff, and then we'll head into that area where I presume the scannable item is. Okay, we're going to head down the ramp, and let's see what we can find. Coming across this bridge. I think I need to get in there, and there's a ladder. Oh, might have to go around. Oh, there. Right. Well, that's a convenient... No, actually, that's cheating a little bit. I suppose I could if I wanted to, but yeah, I've never seen that hole before, so I don't think it's supposed to be there. Maybe. We'll take the normal route. Okay. Now we're one too low, which means that we need to jump over here. Some heart-stopping stuff. And then over here. And we're sorted. Oh. There's a lot of glass. If you get the opportunity to grab glass, grab it. Okay, yeah, I remember there's not a lot in here, but there is this. And there's our automatic deck extractor. Now with that, we can make the filtered automatic deck extractor, which is a mouthful. But it works really well. So, yeah, that's where you can find this. And I'm just going to run around and collect everything, carry on expanding the ship, and I'll be back. Of course it is. Alright, well, I have expanded my ship a little bit. So I've got lots of space now. We'll still go double level. I'll work out what I'm going to do there. Oh, I got damage. Anyway, while the storm rages on, thank you very much. I'm going to look for more question marks because I know there is a big one. And we're going to need to find that. And I'll get other things built in the meantime, expand the ship and make it more productive. Okay, folks, we have another question mark, and it's not the one I was expecting. So I'm not sure what else is scannable, but we're going to go down and have a look. Okay, so we do have something to scan here. I'm just going to have to figure out what it is. This structure does look somewhat familiar, though. I think it's the paint room. Oh, yeah. It's the paint, but I can't remember what you got to scan here. Okay, so apparently what I needed to scan here, or what I just needed to pick up, was the paint gun, which I now have. Cool. So, once again, run around, get everything sorted out. You'll notice we have upgraded turbines. I've got 4 of them. 2 upgraded engines, a couple of these filtering extractors, and they're doing their job pretty well, so yeah. Alright, so the hunt for the last tower, I think the last tower, is still on, and well, I'm going to fly around until I find a location that we haven't seen yet. Alright folks, it looks like I found it. This is the one that I've been looking for. Yeah, and you're going to need to get really good height. Really, really good height.
Unknown location reached.
Alright, we are here, and this is our first scannable. I'll pull my scanner out. And this gives us a wrecked docking plank. Now that is pretty cool, because I think I can make it. Alright, circuit board, electrical elements. Alright, I think I have what I need to make the docking plank. Alright, let's test this guy out. Okay, if we put it over here, and is that close enough? Okay, I suppose I should probably get lower and try and come in, up, in, or yeah, we'll try not to break it. Yeah, I think I got myself into a position. And I'm in.
Uncharted area. The preliminary analysis started.
Right, having a look around at this place, we can go down. Okay, there's a way to go up. Let's see if we can go up first. No, there's no way to go up from here. Oh yes, there is. There we go. Alright, so not much on the roof. But there was some helium, so that's good. Alright, let's see. Let's go downstairs. Oh, there we go. Another scannable. Recycler. Oh, that's brilliant, because that means you can break down things that you don't want anymore, like those little storage containers that are cluttering the place up. So yeah, we'll be building that as quickly as possible. I have no idea where I'm going to put that, so let's go and research it. What do we need for the research? Got everything. And what do we need to build it? Machine part, plastic, and a transformer. I think I could probably do that. Alright, while we are having... Ooh. Damn. Okay, so while we're having a storm, we'll start building the recycler. Right, it looks like the storm is cleared up. Let's grab our recycler and shove it in somewhere. Alright, how big is this thing? Ah, look at that. It mounts onto the ceiling. Well, would I be able to do it at the back of my storage? I could, yes. Is that going to get in the way? No, it's not. Alright, sweet. And it needs a battery. Cool. Let's see how it works. We have some... There we go, we got those. I'm a bit full up at the moment. So we can take our box, throw it in, recycle, and it does some stuff. And then you can take your material. That's really cool. Really, really cool. Alright, well, this was the longest video, well, it's the longest time it's ever taken me to make a video. But it was good fun. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this. Playing in the beta branch, it's been fun. This is... I believe that most of the features that are in the beta branch now will be coming out to normal gameplay, so it doesn't matter when you play it, you're still going to see these. Obviously, this game is in development. It's in early access, so it's going to have a lot more coming into it. And this was a minor update. So I look forward to seeing what their major update's going to bring. So if you've liked this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Check out my playthrough if you want more details on the finer points of the game. I skipped over a lot because this video was focused mainly on getting all the scannable items and getting them built. Leave me a comment if you've played. There are a lot of things that I haven't put in this video, new stuff. There's lots of new decorations and little statues. There's a bunny keeping our little I don't know what to call her. Give us a name in the comments. It's very cute though. Alright, so yeah, that's it, and thank you for joining me. Until next time, cheers.